Hi, I'm Akafurious. But right on top of me is Snake Eyes 11, and on the side is a McInTEC or Jason. And well, today we're gonna just talk about technology, and I'll just give it to Jason so you can just give him his intro.
Hey guys, yeah, it's Jason here from McInTEC, and today we do have a guest. We seem to be having a lot of different people on our show, and then the Snake Eyes here. He is our chat operator. He makes sure that our chat room's doing fine and doing okay and everything. And we have, of course, our AK Fierce here, our Chief Operating Officer, and he had an idea that we should do a podcast about, communications and stuff, because that's what we're about. So I think Furious here has some stuff to show you. So yeah, it's confusing to me, so I'll just let him take it off. So what do you have to show us there?
Okay, well, this is an inside of a router. Let me just take out that. And well, these are ports behind. They're all connected through wiring on the bottom of the little chipset. These are transistors right here. These little circles, if you can see them. Thank you. And then these are little little miniature processing units. As you can see, those black things. One is for communication radio lines. My fingers are on the way. And the other ones are for processing the data into packet information. And we have this little metal piece, as you can see right here. And that metal piece is where all of the signals are going to be sent and received by a little wiring system. So a full router will look like this.
Do routers have like a computer? Do they run at a certain speed and stuff?
Yes, they're controlled in a certain speed, and this is a router.
There we go.
Right here.
So,
links this router.
What do you guys think of wireless? Those in the chat room and Snake Eyes and aka Furious, what do you guys think of wireless? Do you think someone's going to be able to put something on their top of their house and they'll be able to go miles and miles and miles and use that same signal, kind of like cell phone or whatever?
Yes, but it has to be a strong signal.
Do you think that'll be able to do something, let's say a small device on which you just showed, and that'll be able to, you know, hook it up to a little antenna outside that's probably maybe about this big and just go everywhere? Or what do you guys think?
Yes, it's probably true.
So I was told that wireless may
happen.
get bigger. So what do you think? It's going to replace wired? Do you think everything's going to go wireless? Or because I understand that using wires is better because you're just there.
Yes, it is.
I know in our house here everything's wired. Every room's got a wire, a jack and everything, that I did some networking and stuff, and there was wireless then that just came out, but I've always liked wires, so because they just connect and there you go, because sometimes you have interference with wireless. So yeah, so I'm told by people in the chat room too, by Nick Sue, who is part of our community. He said that wireless is going to get bigger and stuff like that, so I believe it may do, but hopefully it doesn't replace, you know, your normal wires. And I think people are saying that voice over IP is going to replace normal telephones. The problem is, how do you get DSL? Well, dry lines, basically. Basically, it's a empty phone line without any phone service, but you can connect your DSL to it. So yeah, speaking of communications and that and internet, we actually have Snake Eyes here who has Comcast, and apparently there's been some problems about Comcast. So if Snake Eyes, if you wanted to tell us what you're having and what your problems are and all this stuff.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. The problem that I'm having just is constant. I mean, I'll just be connected to the internet, just searching, using Firefox, and connected to IRC and Ventrilo, and just all kinds of, applications like AIM, iTunes, things that use the internet. And then eventually they would just take away my internet, and they won't even give me a warning, and then I had to reconnect everything. And sometimes it would just be like on this computer, so I can go on my laptop and I can just reconnect on another computer, and I think I just lost my internet connection. Nope, it's just Firefox loading.
You're still here.
Sorry. But yeah, so like sometimes they'll cut me off. Like sometimes they'll cap me on one computer, so then I can just go like on a laptop or another computer in my house and just connect and use that computer. But the thing that Comcast is doing that is because I'm using up so much bandwidth on one computer that they don't like it, and they had to just stop it. So they just decided to just cut off this computer. Now, like, if my dad is just using the internet, they're not gonna cut him off or cap him. They're gonna cap me because I'm using all these programs. So it's just primarily whatever I'm doing. No one else in my house will lose it. I will. So it's very frustrating for me because I have a laptop and my sister likes to use that. And sometimes I need to use it when Comcast decides to cap me, and it's to the point where I get so annoyed and so fed up that the fact that they're cutting me off, and we're technically capping because that's what it is, and it's just, I don't know why they do that. I mean, and at first I thought they were doing it because I was BitTorrenting, because there's actually a lawsuit against Comcast because of BitTorrenting, because apparently Comcast thinks that if you BitTorrent, you're stealing stuff. When I mean, I'm not. I'm using BitTorrent for like Linux, like OpenSUSE or Ubuntu, or just any Linux distro I want. But Comcast just decides, oh, sorry, we don't want you doing that, and then they just they cap me, and I can't do anything for like. There have been times where I can't connect on this single computer for like 2 or 3 hours because they capped me, and then I can go on my laptop and I can just do whatever I want to do. How will they know BitTorrent is illegal? That is true, it is illegal, but they can ping my, they can probably, I don't know that question, ESPN, so not for all download Linux ISOs. That is true, but they somehow know. I guess they can look up my IP address and they can trace it.
That
is
is unfortunate that that happens, you know. I can't tell you how much it drives me nuts. And sorry for the echoes, guys. So I think that Comcast will get their crap straightened out. I mean, we don't get anything like that in Canada, and you know, hopefully the capping will get better.
Rogers
right?
is fine with me.
I was talking to Jason before, and what I was telling him is that, you know, the reason they're doing this is because I have just a standard home connection. If I got like a business class or high-end class connection, everything would be fine. But I mean, that's still a couple $100, and we don't want to pay that much money. So yeah.
Well, there you have it. There, some problems from certain ISPs, especially cable. So if you have a question or a comment or anything, please feel free. Stop by our website. It's McInTEC.net, MCINTEC.net. You can email us at info@McInTEC.net or questions@McInTEC.net. And thank you, Snake Eyes 11, for being a guest on a show, and we'll be seeing more of him. And AKA Furious, of course, for being on the show too. So this has just been another show, and hopefully we'll get some feedback or so. You can stop by. We do have a chat room, live.macintech.net, and the stream and everything. So thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good day, and we'll chat at you later.